lesson. Okay, so you'll be students, not teachers. You'll be students for around 50 minutes, maybe a little bit less, we'll see. Intermediate students, is this fine with you? Okay, good, good. And then we'll move on to the training session, and we'll just see the way the lesson was organized. Okay. While we are having the lesson, I have two questions to you to think while you're watching me, the lesson, and yourselves studying. So what does the teacher that's me today, do to encourage you, students, to speak? And how does the teacher check answers? Okay, all the answers, because we're going to do some specific activities. Okay, so once again, these are two questions. Keep them in your head, in your mind, while we are having the demo lesson. Okay, you may even make some notes during the lesson, just to remember everything. Okay, well this is it, so let's get started. And unfortunately we don't have badges, because I'm so sorry, I don't remember all the names of yours.
We can use
Yeah.
a tape.
Badges, do you have
We can
badges?
use a tape.
Name tags? Could you please? Yes, could you please?
Stickers are going to fall.
Right, yes, you are an intermediate student. Teachers enjoy being students sometimes, I know. Yeah.
To be in students' shoes.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right.
I always do this.
Yeah. Waiting or?
So the first one,
Yeah, please keep in mind these two questions. The teacher, that's me, the teacher. What does the teacher do to encourage you to speak, you the students? And how does the teacher check the answers? Waiting for Karina or?
yes, she's going to take some.
Right, sure. By the way, this is me on Instagram. Follow me there. And I'm writing about culture, English culture. Some questions, how to understand what British people really mean. Sometimes it's pretty hard. Unfortunately.
This year we are going to England with
Uh-huh.
our students, and they're going to be students in a usual primary and secondary school.
Cool.
So it's not going to be like international group
Mhm,
with
mhm.
Ukrainians, Polish, and Arabian people.
Right.
There will be, and the teacher who is 18 years old and not experienced with working with children.
Yeah.
So this is usually happens when you go to Malta or sometimes
yeah,
even
you
to
say
England. So this year we're going to study with the English students, pupils, right in the just in the usual school.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I know
Usual
it's
school, yeah. It's what is it?
It's in the north of England. It's going to be in the north of England. It's not far from the city called Durham. So you spell it like D-U-R-H-M. So they say like Durham, Durham or something. So, and
English speakers, they don't have holidays.
no,
What
they started.
month?
They started till till like 15th of July. That's why we will be there in the like in the beginning of July.
Cool.
So yes, really a very good experience for our children.
Absolutely.
They will have their buddies with them, like our student, our pupil will have the person, friend, like buddy from of the same age there, and
English speaking.
yes, absolutely. Yeah. So just a person who can help or
Right, sure.
yeah,
That's great. That's
yeah,
great.
very good experience. Yes.
Yeah.
It's like when you dive in the ocean without
Absolutely.
how to say it?
Swimming jacket?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. Okay, well, it's 10 minutes, so we need to start, ladies. No gentlemen today, just ladies. Anna.
Okay. I think everybody knows.
Oh, sure. Okay, wonderful. So let's get started finally. Yes. All right. Remember, intermediate students, you are all students, and this is just a normal lesson. Okay, so have a look at this picture, please, students. Okay. So, who are these people? Ideas. Okay, wonderful. Where are they?
In the office.
Okay, what are they doing?
Talking.
Talking? Wonderful.
Laughing.
Okay, about project, about
They're
what?
smiling, they're laughing.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
About coffee break.
Are they talking about something serious or light? Not serious.
Not serious. Not that serious.
How do you know?
They're not like puzzled. People are
They're
usually
fine,
puzzled
yes,
when they
yes.
discuss some difficult things.
They're
enjoy
laughing.
their emotions, they're relaxed.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Uh,
Serious faces?
Not really.
Laughing.
Not embarrassed, not confused, just relaxed.
That's right, exactly.
Enjoying.
Yeah. What do we call this kind of conversation in English?
Chat.
Small talk.
Okay. Chat is a very good word, or small talk. Excellent. So why do we make small talk? And where do we make small talk? Discuss in pairs, please. A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, C.
Polite, yes.
What do you like?
No difference. Follow the rules. Usually
Maybe small talk.
depends on
Okay, thank you. So why do we make small talk? Yes, please, Olga.
Okay, to make some new friends, maybe to exchange some information, to start a
Great. Yeah.
conversation.
Excellent. So where do we make small talk?
Our idea about small talk, to make a compliment.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When you make when you start with a compliment, you start a small talk, very positive one. So it could be very short small talk.
Like beautiful hair.
Yeah, but a lovely dress. It's a small talk. And so we've just had a small talk about Natalia's wonderful thing. So I made a compliment. So that was a very small talk while you don't hear that we don't discuss your topic.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Where do we make small talk?
Can go down in an office,
While walking?
during a coffee break,
Okay.
during lunch.
Yeah.
And the party.
Of course, yes. Right, right. And imagine when business people get together, they exchange business cards. What is it called?
Conference.
Okay, that could be conference.
Networking.
Excellent. What do we call it?
Networking over the coffee break.
We call it business TED Talks. Yes, this is more about when you are listening to the speaker. But before and after, that could be some networking. So we call it business.
Social.
Uh-huh. So are there business people or not business people? Yeah, here. Yeah, right. Are they talking about business or just some not important things? Well, sometimes maybe.
Yes, it could be about business. as
Why
well.
not?
Why not?
Just a little bit. Americans, they love to talk about business. British people? Not really. Yeah. Okay, now they would do the exchange usually.
So maybe there are
Exchange.
some opinions after some sessions.
Business cards.
They
Business
just-
cards.
Of course, that's right. Okay, all right. Well, today we're going to learn how to start small talk, how to keep it going, and how to finish it politely. Are you ready for this? Okay, good. Well, right now we're going to watch a short video about a girl, Simone. She's at a business social and she's making small talk. Watch and say whether it's a good small talk or bad small talk.
What's the difference between good and bad? Positive and negative?
Hi, I'm Simone. I work at the building across the street. Anyway, we have a new product that's coming out, and I was kind of wondering if I could bounce some ideas off you. See, our development team came up with some new features, and they're great, but I don't know.
Yeah, sounds interesting, but I'm actually pretty busy, so talk to you later.
Okay? So was it a good, successful small talk or not successful small talk altogether?
Not successful.
That's right, exactly. Let's watch it again and say what exactly went wrong in their conversation and how could you fix the situation?
Hi, I'm Simone. I work at the building across the street. Anyway, we have a new product that's coming out, and I was kind of wondering if I could bounce some ideas off you. See, our development team came up with some new features, and they're great, but I don't know.
Yeah, sounds interesting, but I'm actually pretty busy, so talk to you later.
Okay, so what exactly went wrong? Discuss in pairs. A, B, together. A, B, A, B, A, C.
So maybe you should student
When you start on the other hand, maybe they know each other, but yes, she will listen to
I'm fix the situation.
From this lady, maybe after that she just move on talking about the project.
All right. So, what exactly went wrong? Tamara. Tamara, please. What exactly went wrong?
So first, we should say that the girl didn't ask.
Simone.
Simone, yes. She didn't ask another woman's name, and she just started talking about her project, and the woman wasn't interested in, because she didn't have any idea who's this Simona and why she's asking her why she's talking about some project.
Right. Do you agree? Sure. So, how could you fix the situation? Yes, Natalie.
So I think the first thing just to introduce yourself and then listen to an opponent's name.
Thank you. That's one idea.
And
Anna.
So we also had the idea that she could get a contact with this lady.
Like exchange business cards or what?
Yeah, just exchanging business cards and attracting her attention.
Okay.
By neutral talk.
Okay, neutral talk. Yeah, that's the point.
to focus on some maybe like start with compliment or asking how you doing like this, and also her speech was so fast as I started because the situation here is just everybody wants to be slowly and have just a cup of coffee after maybe a difficult session. And that was just a rush. Don't touch me, please. What do you want? It's like,
Wonderful. Thank you.
like this.
Yeah, do you agree?
Like an irritating situation.
I
for
agree.
That
Yeah.
calm person.
Right. Okay. Well, right now we're going to watch the second video about Simone. She's again trying to make small talk. Say, is it a good small talk or bad? This time.
Hi,
Hi,
I'm Simone.
I'm Rebecca.
Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too.
May I sit down?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, what do you do for fun besides networking events?
Yeah. Well, when I'm not at networking events, I'm usually up at the mountain skiing.
Oh, very cool. You know, I've never been. Would you recommend skiing over snowboarding?
Yeah, I mean, they're both great sports, but the first time out, definitely recommend that you get an instructor.
Yeah. So, what do you do?
Yeah, actually, I just moved to the area. I'm looking for a new job, so I came here to see if I could meet some new people and grow my network.
Very cool. Welcome.
So what do you do, Simone?
I'm the operations manager at a global tech company. Where did you transfer from?
I'm coming in from San Francisco. I've actually been working in tech for a while, so it's great that we have the opportunity to meet.
Absolute.
Okay. So, is it a successful talk or not?
Yes.
All together?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Now let's watch it again and say what are the characteristics of a good conversation. So this time, focus on her facial expressions, her body, gestures, movements, and the topics they are discussing. Okay?
Hi,
Hi,
I'm Simone.
I'm Rebecca.
Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too.
May I sit down?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, what do you do for fun besides networking events?
Yeah. Well, when I'm not at networking events, I'm usually up at the mountain skiing.
Oh, very cool. You know, I've never been. Would you recommend skiing over snowboarding?
Yeah, I mean they're both great sports, but the first time out, definitely recommend that you get an instructor.
Yeah. So, what do you do?
Yeah, actually, I just moved to the area. I'm looking for a new job, so I came here to see if I could meet some new people and grow my network.
Very cool. Welcome.
So what do you do, Simone?
I'm the operations manager at a global tech company. Where did you transfer from?
I'm coming in from San Francisco. I've actually been working in tech for a while, so it's great that we have the opportunity to meet.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now in groups of 3, say what are the characteristics of a good conversation? ABC, ABC, ABC. So you write down the ideas here. Here. And please. Okay.
About the body is not always focused.
What are the characteristics?
So, yes, there's the name.
Shall I draw something now?
Name, then body position, just relaxed. Yeah, smiling.
Yes.
Smiling, also nodding.
Listening
Also,
attentively.
you know, at the beginning, after the name, they should have hands, yes? So then, I know, yeah, but I noticed that the woman was talking too much. Every day, the woman was talking too much. Yeah, the back.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
May I have your attention, please, ladies? Ladies? Yes. Well, now, remember your letter, please. Letter. A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. Now, all A's, please stand up and move over there. All B's, please stand up and sit right there. And C's over there. Okay. Now, in your new groups, exchange your ideas, add something more. Go ahead.
Eye contact, yes.
Yeah.
showing the actions by using
Also, we discussed the emotions the oldest see the faces and their faces were quite positive their emotions and very pleasure, and gesture actions like nodding, nodding, and the gesture emotions interested, being interested. Also the gestures are not so quick. There's no trouble useful.
All right. Now, please choose. Yeah. Choose, please, 2 characteristics from your group and 1 speaker who is going to share these characteristics with the whole group. I'll give you 1 minute to choose 2 characteristics and 1 speaker. Go ahead. Okay, that's it. That's it. Thank you. Please be short and laconic. Okay. So, your speaker. Go ahead.
So we decided to choose these things. This is the comfortable and neutral position. Like they just first of all they sat down in a very good and comfortable pose. Yes. And another thing is to ask personal questions.
Thank you. Very good. Now your team, please.
But what if one of our characteristics this group has already mentioned?
Okay, then don't say it.
So should we choose another one?
No, just say 1 out of 2.
Okay. We decided to present the eye contact. So the eye contact with smiles, so with emotions, with facial expressions. So eye contact is the main point in small talk, because the eye contact means that the person is listening to another person and he's interested in the topic.
Do you agree?
Yes. Absolutely.
Once at school I had an experiment, a really nice one. When I was a child, there were 2 chairs standing not in front of each other, but not in front of each other. So we had to talk to the person without looking at him. It was so difficult, like you try to turn around.
Right.
I still remember this experience. I still remember
See the face.
Yeah, so every time you want to look at him, so you really need eye contact to talk to person.
Thank you. Good ideas. Now your team, please.
Actually, we've chosen the same characteristics.
Oh.
Eye contact and asking questions, showing interest.
Maybe something else.
Yeah, I can add something, which depends on the culture. It's the distance which you give to the person, which is really crucial. Because in some cultures, they will never talk to you. You will fail the business or whatever if you don't keep the distance.
Yes, exactly, absolutely. What's the formal distance between people?
1 hand.
Yeah, usually it's the extended hand, so you stretch your hand and you stretch your hand. So it's like 1 meter. Yeah, it's like this. Like this. No, from here to here. Like this. So it's 1 meter. 1 meter. Yeah, European cultures. European. Okay, well this is a very good idea. Stay here in your head. Let's measure By the way, when you when you shake hands, you just take one step forward, you shake your hands, and then backwards. That's it. Okay, well, very good ideas. Now you have all these ideas, and imagine we are at a business social, and you want to make small talk with one person, your partner here. Okay? But before you make small talk, I'd like you to prepare for it. So think about how you start your conversation, 2 topics you'll discuss, and how you'll finish your conversation politely. If you say, I gotta go, bye, is this politely? Polite way? No, definitely not. Okay, so discuss these things with your partner. You prepare for your conversation. So you have 3 minutes to prepare. Go ahead. A, B, together. A, B, together. A, B, A, B, A, B. Even number.
Business meeting. First? How can I help you? Okay, let me use. We are having then first, how would you like to break? Which is there? Ah, it's nice. Sounds good. It was nice to meet you. The rest? And what are we going to? The rest? And the coffee break? For a long time? For about 2 minutes. I don't know what you mean. Give me the idea because I haven't seen any videos. Then you are going to the second place of about leisure. Yes. So, as we're the first part is about rest, then I can the same question how to finish.
Now we have business card function on Instagram.
Maybe
There's a function, special function mode. Business card. You should try it. There's this function.
Okay, finished? That's it. Okay, thank you. All right. Now, I'll give you 1 more minute to rehearse your dialogue. Go ahead.
Actually, we are yes, as we are having a coffee break. No, prayer is not a really good idea.
the first time.
He arrived 2 days ago. I'm here with my daughter. Yes. So, you? I don't know. I heard maybe you're trying to combine it with
You enjoyed the
I'm trying to do it. Oh, do it, sorry, the tea maybe? After meetings? Come to the meeting and go to the tree.
Okay, fine,
Yes, it's a nice
Russian alphabet.
Finished.
Yeah.
Alright, politely. Nice to be Russian. So then, and then that doesn't feel abundant. She doesn't feel that you want to just go all over. Is this okay? Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Wonderful. Now, who is ready to present their dialogue? It's spontaneous, you understand, right? It's almost spontaneous, almost. We can do it? Will you? Okay, wonderful, but just a second. Now I need your attention, please. A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. So all students A, you focus on what two topics they are discussing. And students B, you focus on the characteristics of a good conversation. Body, facial expressions. Okay? So let's listen. Go ahead.
So we stand up?
Oh, just the way you like it. Yeah, let's go.
Can't see the face.
Oh, hello. I see that you're drinking coffee.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty nice, pretty nice.
Where did you get it? Because I really need it. I will die.
Well, there is a shop downstairs on the second floor. They also sell like pastries and sweets and candies, so you can have sandwiches as well. So yeah. I prefer cappuccino. I think they've got a lot like latte, everything. Right?
Small girl.
Alright, you enjoying the conference?
Yeah, that's really good. There are a lot of fantastic speakers. I wish I could be like them.
Alright. Are you going to Mr. Brown's speech?
I'm afraid not, because I visited his speech last year, so this year I'd like to listen to
No, it's not the
another one.
first time at the conference, right?
It's the second, actually.
Alright, lucky you are, lucky you are. Alright, are you the teacher?
Yeah, I am. And you?
Me as well. Here is my business card, and I've got my Instagram account where I share ideas about teaching English and different teaching skills, tips, so you could use them.
Yeah,
Okay, it was nice to meet
Nice
you.
meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
See you
Okay,
around.
have a good day. Yes,
You
and
too.
have your
Bye-bye.
coffee.
Oh, excellent! Wonderful, right? Wonderful. So, what topics have they discussed? Karina.
They talked about coffee that they both enjoyed, and they talked about conference itself.
And
They also mentioned
They
their job.
specified
That's right. Okay, wonderful. Now, what about their body language and facial expressions? Students B, please.
They were very happy to see each other. So they maintain the eye contact, right? So yes, they were sure, confident.
And the distance was very comfortable for two of them.
And they even shook their hands.
Of
What
course.
that was nice.
Yeah, of course. I forgot, was it at the beginning or at the end?
What? Shaking hands?
At the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
At the end, yeah. So both ways are fine, at the beginning and at the end. So that was very good, very good. Once again, thank you. Okay, so this was a very good example. Now let's watch another example. Also very good example. So two business partners are at a business conference. Watch and say, what topic are they discussing? Are they discussing the weather, their friend, or a business case?
Small world. How do you know Maria?
So you know Maria is from Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I stayed in Bogota for 2 years.
Really?
Yes, in fact, I live right next door to Maria's family.
How interesting. So you've really moved around.
Yeah, I have.
I'll have to email Maria and tell her I met you.
Oh no, that'd be great.
So when was the last time?
I'm sorry, last time I moved?
Oh no, I mean the last time you saw her.
Oh, I guess about 10 years ago, but we do still keep in touch.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. So, in pairs, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. What topic are they discussing?
Friends, their friend, they talk about Maria, she lives next door, he saw her last 10 years ago, they keep in
Okay, wonderful. So, the weather, their friend, or a business case?
Friend.
Now let's watch it again and answer these two questions. How does he know Maria? And when was the last time he saw Maria? Now more details.
10 years ago.
He lives next door.
I'm sorry,
Next door.
can you just
Make it louder.
yes,
Right out.
turn the volume up.
Oh, sure. I'll try. Where?
I think it's maximum.
Maybe
It's better to hear it
It's on the computer.
computer.
On the computer, it's maximum.
Small world.
Here.
How do you know Maria?
So you know Maria is from Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I stayed in Bogota for 2 years.
Really?
Yes, and
Small world. How do you know Maria?
so you know Maria is from Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I stayed in Bogota for 2 years.
Really?
Yes, in fact, I live right next door to Maria's family.
How interesting. So you've really moved around.
Yeah, I have.
I'll have to email Maria and tell her I met you.
Oh no, that'd be great.
So when was the last time?
I'm sorry, last time I moved?
Oh no, I mean the last time you saw her.
Oh, I guess about 10 years ago, but we do still keep in touch.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. So, how does he know Maria? And when was the last time? In your pairs, please answer the question.
For 2 years, he lived for 2 years.
Okay, thank you. So how does he know Maria? Yeah. Yes, please.
She lived in Bogota, Colombia, next door to her family.
Do you agree? When was the last time he saw Maria?
10 years ago.
Agree? Okay, wonderful.
But they
So-
still keep in
That's
touch.
true.
That's right. Okay, well, here is the script of their dialogue. Now, watch, read, and find the techniques they use to keep their conversation going. There are 4 techniques altogether. Okay? Do it individually first. Will you walk together?
No.
Yes, please. Pass it down. Pass it down.
Small world. How do you know Maria?
Sorry.
So you know Maria as well.
Can we just first get it? Like,
4 techniques.
Small world. How do you know Maria?
So you know Maria is from Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I stayed in Bogota for 2 years.
Really?
Yes, in fact, I live right next door to Maria's family.
How interesting. So you've really moved around.
Yeah, I have.
I'll have to email Maria and tell her I met you.
Oh no, that'd be great.
So when was the last time?
I'm sorry, last time I moved?
Oh no, I mean the last time you saw her.
Oh, I guess about 10 years ago, but we do still keep in touch.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. So now, in your groups of 3, A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C, 4, share the techniques that you found in the script.
yes. I 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yes,
4.
right.
Really?
So interesting. That would be great.
We're in sort No, this is the first one.
You have discussed this before?
Focus again on the show that you are still interested.
That'd be great.
How do you email Maria?
Maybe I
think
Okay, now let's stop here. Let's stop here. Okay. So here we have the sentences which contain the techniques. Okay. So maybe now it will be easier to guess them. What are they? So, how do you know Maria? How do you know Maria? What kind of technique is this? What did you say? Exactly. What kind of questions?
Personal questions.
Personal? Okay, I'm asking how do you know Maria? Do you know Maria? How do you know Maria? What's the difference?
Special question.
Okay, exactly. What do we call them? We call them
WH question.
yes, right. We call them
question.
open-ended questions. This is not for video. This is not for video. Okay, open-ended questions. All right, and what's the difference between open-ended and closed-ended questions?
You can broaden your conversation, not just say yes and that's all.
Exactly. Exactly, that's right. Next, really?
Show your interest.
Excellent, excellent. So you've really moved around. What is this?
Is it common to
Okay, you say so. So you are listening, and then say
summing up?
so.
You're summing up.
Excellent. Summarizing. I'm sorry, last time I moved. What was it? Sorry? Yeah, what is it? Somebody said this word. Okay, that's a very good word, but very methodological. So, you said checking, yeah, so we call it clarifying, checking and clarifying. Excellent, excellent. Well, now let's give more examples. How do you know Maria? More open-ended questions. More.
Where did you meet her?
Okay, what's the best question? Open-ended question. It starts with why.
Wow.
Excellent. So, why question? Go ahead.
Why do you know her?
Why do you still keep in touch?
For example, why did you stay in Bogota?
Personal, no? Why do you still keep in touch? No, it's too personal.
Yeah, but this is why. It's still grammatically correct.
Why
But
did you
this is-
move?
Yeah.
Why did you move?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, but that was reasonable enough. Okay, now really showing interest. More phrases. More.
Really?
Okay.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Of course, you will know. Yeah. So you really moved around. Well, this is pretty easy. I'm sorry, last time I moved. Yeah, of course. Excellent. Yeah, exactly. Okay, wonderful. So now very quickly, how do you know Maria? How do you know Maria? Shh. How do you know Maria? How do you know Maria all together?
How do you know Maria?
How do you know Maria?
How do you know Maria?
So, Karina.
How do you know Maria?
Natalie.
How do you know Maria?
Marina.
How do you know Maria?
All together.
How do you know Maria?
Wonderful. Really? All together.
Really?
Anna.
Really?
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 Alana.
Really?
All together.
Really?
Okay. So, you've really moved around.
So, you've really moved around.
Anna.
Sorry, you really moved around.
So.
So
You've really moved around.
So you really moved around.
All together.
So, you've really moved around.
Excellent. I'm sorry. Last time I moved.
I'm sorry, last time I moved.
All together.
I'm sorry, last time I moved.
Excellent. Very good. Okay, now write down these techniques in your notebooks. Go ahead.
Already.
Yeah, very good. Excellent. Okay. Now we are going to use these techniques in our conversation. Imagine you are at a business social. You want to make small talk with one person, your partner. A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. Okay. Right. So, and use these techniques in your conversation. Whenever you use it, you put a tick next to it. Okay? Well, Marina, let's demonstrate, please. Let's demonstrate. We'll talk about your weekend. Okay, well, what did you do at the weekend, Marina?
Well, I was at home with my family.
Really? You got the idea. Well, and you keep going in your pairs. Thank you for that. Very good demonstration. So in your pairs, please.
What should we
Talk about logical, of course. Business social, yes.
So it was very interesting.
Not bad.
Really?
Well, they were late to begin with. but they're Euros.
Very nice
Smart. With quite a lot I think they really enjoyed it.
Why was it interesting? You can sightsee Really? You usually see
Just the cake.
How much time did you
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So here you've got the idea already. Okay? Thank you. So now you know now you know the techniques. But what can you talk about at a business social? So your question was very good. Well, yeah, exactly. So what can we talk about?
Traveling.
Okay, all right. Let's stop here. Let's stop here. So you got the idea that there are some topics that you can talk about and some topics that you can't. And this is determined by social norms. Okay. So now we're gonna list all the topics that we can talk about and cannot. So, taboo and safe. Okay? So, taboo and safe and taboo and safe. Okay? So now, let's split into two teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Team A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Team B. Now, in Team A, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I did not include Anna. Anna is writing something, so if Anna wants to join, she will. Yeah, so choose one person.
You are not in our team. I'm not involved.
I'm just asking these two questions. How you check our
You are with us.
and
Very
and how
good.
you encourage us to speak.
6 and 5. Just a second. Yeah. So choose one person in your team. This person will write down the topics and you will give ideas to your writer. So just one idea is, of course, weather, right? Okay, now please stand up. You have 1 minute.
We're going to write.
Come up to the board. Team A, Team B goes over there.
We are writing over there.
Yes.
Me? Yes.
No markers. No markers. Why?
Go!
Maybe money.
It might be safe.
Background?
Children, I think, here first of all, but I think when we're speaking about children, some common information, how are children, are they big, are they at school, where at university, it can be. Private question. Gossip is taboo.
Work.
Maybe traditions.
Where are you from?
Business meeting, economics is the
That's it. Stop. 1 minute is over. Please get back to your seats.
Right.
Get back to your seats. Oh wow, so many. Okay, so team A.
At least you're right.
No,
That was
that's not fair. Right. Get back to your seats. Right, get back to your seats. So, taboo, politics, family, money, gossip. Is this correct? Gossip.
That means, did you see that man with that strange beard like this? Don't gossip him, right?
Gossip. Talking about celebrities is a good idea for.
No, we were thinking about their partners.
Oh, no. Only with your friends, but not at business social. Of course. Okay, well then, what is it? Religion, politics, money, health, gender, problems. Excellent. So, this is the key answer. Of course, you all got it right. Money, religion, politics, no topics, right? Okay, good job, very good. Okay, now you know what to talk about, techniques to keep your conversation going. Now we need to know how to finish your conversation politely. And this is what I have. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Form a circle, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Form a circle. You join them, and you join the ladies. Wait a minute, please. Okay. Okay.
It's
Yes,
been a pleasure
please.
meeting you.
Okay, alright. So right now in your circles, you will get this template. Okay? Steps. How to finish your conversation. You need to fill out these forms with the words in English. This is for your team, and this is for your team.
We have to write the exercise. By the way, it was like nice talking to you.
Yeah, that's easier
Number one,
actually.
show that you want to say something now.
Meeting here.
Sorry for interrupting you.
I'm terribly sorry.
I really enjoyed it.
Apologize. I'm afraid we have to bug you.
I have
You have time on
to. No, I'm sorry.
So I have to go, but it was out back. I have an appointment.
My apologies. Number 4. Give the reason why you need to go.
I have an appointment.
Okay, well.
Some other commitment.
Okay. Good.
Give the reason.
These are the words, ladies and gentlemen. These are the words, but they are out of order. Put them in order, please. Go ahead. Put them in order on the floor. Yes. Put them in order on the floor.
Well.
I'm sorry, but I have to go.
Yes. This is an apologize.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
On the floor, ladies. You can put them on the floor. On the floor? Yeah, of course.
Okay, so.
I think
Well,
We were trying to invent something.
Yes.
It's intermediate, ladies.
Oh!
It's intermediate.
Here's my business card.
Shall I write your email? If you say well done, so this is the end of the
But no, it's only well. It's the beginning.
well, and students just would do. Well, that's not the lesson to be. So.
I had a teacher who always told me, if you don't know what to say, say well.
Okay, would you like to know the answers?
Yes.
Excellent. Oh, you know the right answer. Yes. Okay, so here is the answer. Check, please. Yeah? Correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Good job. Yes. Please get up. Yes. Okay, get back to your seats. Right.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful. And thank you. Okay. So now you know the techniques, how to keep the conversation going. You know the topics, safe and taboo. You can't talk about money, religion, and politics. And you know how to finish your conversation politely. Here is a perfect beginning of a conversation. So, how do you know the host? Exactly. That's a perfect question to start a conversation. Who is the host?
The person who's throwing the party or...
That's right. Wonderful. Excellent. And now we start it all over again and practice our small talk. We're not going to do it right now. I just wanted you to understand the structure, right? So the first we did some ideas, then we added something more, then we added something more, and the final practice of the dialogue comes with all the information that we've just covered. Okay, so now we practice small talk in pairs, but we're not going to do it right now because we have some time for our training session. Okay, so let's stop here. Let's stop here. This was our lesson where you were just students, intermediate students. And before this lesson, I asked you 2 questions. What does the teacher do, me, to encourage you to speak? Did you speak a lot today? So, what techniques and strategies did I use? Now, how does the teacher check the answers? Did I check the answers?
Yes.
What did I do? These are the topics for the teacher training session that we now start. Now we get back to our regular rows of teachers, and so
Really enjoyed being students.
okay, all right. Now the first thing is encouraging students to speak. In my lesson, what did I do to encourage you to speak? Try to remember, okay? In pairs. A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, C.
I have a little bit of yes, so
Mostly questions, we just how do we call it? It's like
Yes. You repeat, yeah, so give an example.
Visual for description.
Okay, good. So let's brainstorm ideas. Very short answer, please. What did I do in my lesson to encourage you to speak? Yes, please.
We use patterns.
Patterns.
Okay. Easily reproduce the structures.
Okay, yeah.
Visual support.
Visual support. Oh, yeah,
Different
yeah.
visual support,
Visual aids.
including videos and pictures.
You demonstrated the tasks.
Okay.
You gave the
Some
examples.
examples. Pair work and group work. Yes. Interaction. Pair work and group work.
Of course. Yeah. More?
So you used a lot of gestures that helped us to understand that you want to hear something from us. Then the questions were very clear and we had enough information to answer them. So they were not like, what do you leave for?
Precise questions.
Yeah, very clear and short, and so all of us knew the answers. So we were quite active answering because we knew the answers.
Excellent.
You mixed us in different groups, so we had the chance to talk to different people. One more thing is that you monitored us working in pairs and in groups, because every time when you came up to us, we tried not to keep silence but to speak, because you were monitoring, and it was, well, it works with students actually, so.
And you noticed fast finishers and came to them and encouraged them to speak more.
We need to keep an eye on them all the time. Thank you very much. Very
And they
good
were also
suggestion.
drilling. Sure. Some drilling together and individually. This is also, this is not free as speaking, but still this is speaking, this is drilling.
Yeah.
And it was quite easy, so.
Yeah.
And you also demonstrated an example. Yeah, so.
Actually, you've answered all 2 questions already. So there is no reason for me to move on. We can finish here. Okay, thank you very much. Very, very good ideas. Here I have some more ideas that I also used apart from those that which you mentioned, okay? But they are presented in a true-false structure. So right now, I would like you to say whether they're true or false and explain why. In your pairs, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, C. So pass them down. Okay, let it be 4 minutes. We don't have much time.
Okay, we're being prosecuted with some question they ask. Yes, make sure they're listening to each other. Never pick the task. Never repeat the teacher. If people understand, give them time to think. I'm not sure only about answer every question. Never.
It never repeats.
The same exercise. So Anna, you will start. The same kind of exercise with the same
I was thinking don't repeat the task, don't the instruction.
Okay. So the whole task.
I think the task is water Oh, last time we did it, let's try to do classification with the same words. So, never repeat the task, it's boring. However, one
Put your answers here, all four of you. Put your answers here. Put your answers here.
Right, true, false,
Put your answers here, please. Big letters, big letters. Imagine this is a mini board. Big letters. Big numbers.
Answer every question. Right. False. We missed 5. Answer every question they asked. I think it's false. Then.
Finished? Okay, alright. Now please raise your mini boards up and compare your answers if you can see them. Unfortunately, I don't have enough mini boards. Sorry. Yeah.
We can read our answers.
Yeah, just use the mini boards, please. Yes.
Read the answers is not interesting.
Can you stop waiting? Can you freeze yours?
They've got
Five boards, please.
We've got
5
true.
We have true.
We have false.
Okay, 5 is controversial, one, right?
Answer every question they ask.
If there is only one, two.
Ignore the answer.
Okay, very good.
Absolutely ignore them.
Okay, wonderful.
But not
Now,
every
that's very good.
Depends on the group actually.
Now please unfold and check the answers with all the explanations down the page. Yeah, read rationalities, explanations.
You got them right. You got right. They don't read information.
But they give you the rationale.
Extra word.
We are the teachers. Are you?
Do the task before the presentation.
Remember how many times we repeated the conversation? I asked you, okay, now again, this conversation, but we added more information to it. And then you repeated the dialogue, keeping in mind new information, and then you repeated again, and this was very good practice for you, students, to speak and use the techniques.
Ask your brain, your body. Your
Okay,
mind.
which one? Yeah, exactly, with different aims, and
So I
with
think this sentence is not absolutely correct because of the word task.
yeah, it can be activity, it can be an exercise. Okay, well, it seems to me that the question about repetition of a task is interesting to you, right? Okay, good. So, have you noticed that we repeated our conversation over and over again? Yeah. So So the first time, these were just your ideas of what a good conversation is. But then we added what? Some techniques. And then you repeated the dialogue with the new information, with the new techniques. How can you transform a bit an activity so that it doesn't seem boring? What can you change?
You know, for us, it wasn't the same task. It was like different tasks. This is the way you presented it.
Yeah, you even have not noticed that it was still the same task, actually, exactly. Yeah, so what can you change? You can change a partner, right? So, change partner. What else can you change? You can do the task today and repeat it. And repeat it. Exactly. Next lesson or in 2 lessons. Next lesson. Right. You can change what?
The time.
Yeah. So the first time you did it
Without timer.
12. Yeah. Then I did it with the timer. So the first time it was, say, 10 minutes, and then you change the timing and you say, well, this time you have only 4 minutes. So we change timing. Okay? So these are the parameters that you can change so that the task is not boring. Okay? And what else? You can even do the race. Say, if you finish the task first or earlier, then you are the winner. Okay? So it can be the race. Gamify the process. Okay, this is it. More questions about this? More questions about these strategies? Okay, so which one is an absolutely new strategy for you? Discuss in pairs. Only one new strategy for you from the list. Yes. Discuss please. Which one is?
From this list?
Yes, of course. From this list. Which one is new for you? Nothing is new. You use all of them.
We know about all of them. Sometimes
No, more or less.
Okay, alright. So you know all of them. Maybe task repetition? No? Okay, uh-huh.
Yes.
When I start speaking French,
Yes, but you don't ask everyone. Yes. Exactly. They rehearse because first it was just a discussion when they discussed, and then you really rehearse the real dialogue. But the presentation was only one pair presented. But before that, everyone had a chance to rehearse. See? So it was again facilitating speaking because all of you spoke. Okay. All right. So which one is new? Which one is new from your group? Which one is new from your group, please? Nadezhda, Anna, so you know all of them?
Something that we use but don't really use.
Oh, okay. Maybe forgot a little bit? What is it?
Well, and for me, that's trying to correct every mistake that I hear.
Please don't.
Yes, I know, but this is something that I can't stop doing sometimes.
Yeah, just let them do it. Let them do it. And they are making mistakes, of course. What are you doing at this moment while they are making mistakes and talking? What are you doing? Exactly. Well, notice if you have good memory, but it's much better to.
But it makes me nervous.
yes, whenever they see that Rachel is writing something,
Usually they are grateful because they know that after the task they will get the chance to talk about their mistakes. But again, one more question. Will you write down every single mistake you hear?
No.
What will you write down?
The crucial mistakes.
Yeah, those which are about,
These tasks.
these tasks, the main topic of the lesson, right? And something really, really important, which you think is important, not every mistake. Okay, more questions?
Oh, one more question
Yeah.
then. So if there are some, the same mistakes, let's say so should I write only one example, or should I just to make it?
No. Yeah, that's a good question.
It was like with me, past simple.
No, not so many, of course. Yeah,
Is it one is enough?
The funniest
Or
Yeah.
maybe.
1, 2, 3, not more than 7, let's say, okay? So, but try to vary the types of mistakes. Let it be 2 past simple, 2 preposition maybe, 2 irregular verbs, for example, and altogether 7, not more. And then you wrote out all the sentences with the mistakes and then say, okay, now in pairs, correct these sentences. And they correct them in pairs. And again, they have a chance to speak, right? And correct the mistakes. Okay, more questions about this? No more questions. Okay, all right. Well, keep these strategies so that they are like, your Bible, okay, before the lesson. So, this is it. Well, now you know how to encourage your students to speak more. But I'm sure that all the time there is 1 or maybe 2 students who are very quiet. And it's very hard to encourage them to speak. So what do you do in your lessons to make sure that every student has a chance to speak? What do you do? Okay? 3, A, B, C, together. A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B. In your lessons.
Sometimes our first class is in a very noisy group, but she's very good student, so I try to give her my role. Check some things for her.
Because they just don't know what to
to studying in a group with boys, so she was really quiet, but I paid a little bit more attention to her, so a little bit of crushing the boys, balancing them, and it was
When they write, it's all fine. But it's a little speed.
Active boys, no, speak. Some psychology really
talk to your
I don't have teenagers.
I think it's I always try to use
of course,
the usual stakeholder.
I work in pair with them. So when I pair work and I enjoy how the child will make confidence and then talk to them. And they talk to
I'm
peers.
trying
But I'm looking through the pitch.
and the boys with boys and girls with girls, because for them it's more if they
They
are
don't like it, also they
yes. Sometimes, for example, if there is only between boy and girl, they stop working. Some of them.
Some embarrassed?
Huh?
They feel
Yes.
embarrassed?
They feel embarrassed, or they just say, I don't want to work with them. And that's why and even if I give them the 6 letters A, C, and B, and B, I'm not going to work with them. And
So I have no problem with sharing. She's younger than all
Okay, all right. One technique, only one technique from your group, please. Just one.
We were discussing problems, not techniques.
What do you do? What do you do? Yeah, how you solve them. Okay, so one. Which one? Yeah. What do you do?
Sometimes I ask my students to interview me at first, so I give my answers and the demonstration.
Excellent. This is demonstration. Excellent. Yeah, especially if you are talking about yourself, they love it when you talk about yourself. Good thing. Thank you. Now, what's yours?
Why not choosing a comfortable partner for them so they can
Or they can
Exactly.
choose a partner themselves.
Exactly. Yeah, that could be. Why not? Ladies. Yeah.
Which one? The games, interviews, but mingling.
Okay.
Because they will have to speak like find someone who, because we have this kind of same idea.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, that was actually my idea. You stole my idea.
They stole ours.
All right, and yours, please.
So we had like 4 techniques. The
One,
first
only one.
Only one. Okay, if we're talking about choosing the partner, we as teachers could be a partner.
That's right. Yeah, good, good. Thank you. So here, you already know quite a lot, I know. That's why I always ask you first. Have you noticed this, right? I ask you first to share your experience first. Okay, here, I have more techniques, okay? Well, now each of you will get 2 techniques, how to make sure that even quiet students have a chance to speak. So please read your techniques individually. Will you discuss them with your partner?
No.
Good. Have you read? Wonderful. Now, ABC, form a circle, please. ABC, form a circle. ABC, form a circle. Just a second, no, I have not said any instructions yet. So, just a second, may I have your attention please? Yes, thank you. So now, exchange the missing information. So, whose information will you write down? B and C. Go.
For example, she already judged or presented her including student facilities for sports and specific duties, special functions.
So like appoint somebody teaching, you're a teacher, you guys
No, it can, as a chair or a judge, you can give them the duties, appoint them as a chair or a judge. Appoint them as a chair or a judge.
and which I did experience.
And talking, for example, it's very interesting because there are always times when some teachers who like speaking and something like that. Classes you give them it may be aggregate something and
like rocks, pieces of rock. Can be anything like buttons or coins or Lego pieces.
Yes, right. Six students, yes, has the same life skills. When doing each time a person speaks, he takes one of his things and places it in the middle of the table. The purpose, once they have used all their tokens, they can't speak again. I want everyone who's there to use the well. So their time of speaking will be the same. Yes, they will speak. Or please use all your tokens. So if you give them opportunity to do the same. Also, we just doing while all the other subjects
all the same, but if
you have the tokens, you have to.
I'm not talking about 5 cards, about
teenagers. It works a lot with adults, but sometimes teenagers, I don't know. And they say, I don't know what to say. It's their favorite phrase. I don't know what to say.
Okay, good. Then we use the strategy that I suggested in the class. Number 1. So first of all, you could give them some notes to prepare before they say something. So you say, I give you 3 minutes to take notes. Okay? Think. I'm not going to bother you. Just think. This could be one idea. Or you give them some phrases already that they could use.
Some ideas.
To
create their own ideas.
Okay, alright, that's fine. If you know that these students are very slow and they cannot create anything, then help them, pair them with those more creative ones and let them brainstorm ideas together. Not all by himself individually, because he'll feel frustrated. But pair him up with somebody with more creative ideas and say, bring all the ideas together first. They brainstorm, and then the next step, say, now discuss. They already have the ideas. They try them, they discuss them in their pair. Now they feel safe.
there should be
and they will speak easily. See? So don't forget about the first cautious strategies.
And when their tokens once they have used up all their tokens, they can speak again. So,
yes, they put it next to his name each time they say something.
Yeah, but that could be not necessarily on the board. It can be just on the table, on the desk, so not too far away.
So the dice, and
Yeah.
so use it from time to time. So students roll the dice and oh no, I use different.
Okay, finished? Okay, good. So now, ladies and gentlemen, yeah. Yes, so please choose only one strategy. You're not finished. Oh my goodness. Well, it's because
have
we are
one
more
more
minutes, so we're missing that's why we mentioned it.
You are right. You are right.
So 8
So you take one, you take the other one.
Thank you. We
We could exchange this information to computers.
Like this.
Yes. This is what we for example, tokens, 5 tokens, and they can use their tokens as they can put secret links to their own during the don't game, they give because sometimes they shoot somebody if you don't also no points for the game. Here's just
Not necessarily you who takes the pick, but it could be somebody in the classroom, like one student, or one by one. So choose the one which you will definitely use tomorrow in your lessons.
I will try to dice, and I like
Tokens as well. Okay, good. Ladies, which one is the best to use tomorrow in your group?
So do you like the lucky dip?
But I don't work there. I don't
Okay, good. So, lucky dip, you said tokens, dice. What else you said, ladies? Lucky tokens, yes, and lucky dip. Okay, well, I think lucky dip wins, right? Okay, anyway, all of them are with you, and you can use them and try them out. That's it. Okay, wonderful. So, now, may I have your attention, please? Okay. Now we know how to encourage our students to speak. We know how to make sure that even quiet students have a chance to speak. Now what about the task itself? What's the order when you give the instructions, the task, and then you do what? You give the instructions, then the task, then what? Feedback. Okay, exactly. But there are some more stages in between. What are they? Let's have a look. Okay. So here are the stages of the whole task cycle. But they're all out of order. As we usually do, put them in the correct order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 5, ladies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alexei, without Anna, if you don't mind. Anna. Okay, yeah. Okay, 5 and 5.
Come on, put all of them. Yes.
Ready? Come up to the board and stick them on the board, please. Ladies, stick them on the board. No, just a second. Now compare, please, what you have and the other team. Compare.
Instruction.
Good.
The same.
Same.
Yes, the judge.
Are you sure? When do we demonstrate the example? And when do we check?
What? I like
When
to
Yes, Karina, exactly.
was like this?
Yeah.
Really?
So now, give instructions. How do we give instructions?
Clearly.
First of all, yes, that's the best word here. Short. Short. And what do? We use imperative forms, or we say, could you please be so kind as to imperatives? Of course, forget about being polite here. You give instructions, okay? Yeah. Okay, short, concise, logic. If you have a long string of words, what do? Short. Do you remember me? Watch and answer. Watch and read. Nothing more. Okay, all right. Now, demonstrate an example. Do you remember? When do we always demonstrate examples? With what levels? Beginners. Of course, of course. So, for example, let's do the first one together. Or, let's demonstrate the dialogue. Remember, we did it together? And you got the idea what to do. Okay, next. What did I do next?
Check the instruction.
What did you ladies tell me? That's obvious. We understood. Remember? I checked. Remember I said, who are you going to listen to or something about this activity? What did I do? I say, do you write or discuss? Remember? You said, write individually.
And
remember?
If you demonstrate before checking the instructions, I think it's easier to formulate instruction checking question, right? I don't have to say, does your partner have to? Or did Marina say yes or no? Or did Marina give an answer in details?
Right. You can even take it out and just demonstrate if we are talking about elementary level, elementary students. Okay, so check instructions. Do we always check instructions?
Yes.
No. They are very easy. Listen and choose. Watch and write.
It depends on situation.
Yeah, so if
sometimes
you
the task could be very easy, but still they are relaxed or tired or something.
Not always. You just judge by the situation. So advanced students maybe not. You don't need to check all the time. Okay, now run the activity. That's easy. You understand? Now check in pairs. Check in pairs first. Why do we check in pairs first before the whole class discussion? Why?
They want to continue to help each other.
Excellent. That's the first reason.
And to raise their confidence.
Excellent. That's the second reason.
And so, in order they are ready to
Make impressive.
because.
Of course, they give more time to speak. All of them in pairs. If I ask you, you speak, and you are quiet. That's too long, that's too boring. There is no discipline. But when you do it in pairs, everyone has a chance to speak. And then, if true, false, 1, 2, 3 are all correct, do you need this stage? Do you need this stage? The whole
You
class.
can't be sure that everybody.
Only if I'm sure, yes. If I'm sure, I see, I'm monitoring. You don't need this stage, you don't waste even your time. Then, there is one problem question. The whole class discussed. Remember the first one we had? You all had questions about what number?
5.
And we talked about number 5. Did we talk about every single number?
No.
We didn't need to. You had the answers. But one was a problem. Okay, we discussed it all together. So, check in pairs, always. do the whole class check? Always? Mm-mm. Can it be only one problem question? Of course. If here you see all the answers are correct, do you need this stage? Okay. Good. That's it. Wonderful. Yes. You. Yes. Yes. Sure. Yeah.
No, it's your point.
Okay, wonderful.
It was really nice
to have a class with you. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so pair check is a must, definitely. Now, the whole class check. Of course, we do the whole class check. We've just discussed it. Now, how can you vary this stage? Can you give more ideas?
So you can do the keys. Yes. We use the key.
We can use the board and ask past finishes to write.
Okay, wonderful. So you got the idea. Here, let's form a circle. ABC, ABC, a circle. A, B, C, A, together. So, students A, you've got the answer key. Don't show it to your partners, please. The answer key. The answer key. The answer key. To you. All right. Okay, now the rest of you, you have got these words, okay? Look at them first, and then I'll give the instructions. Here. Yep, the same. Yes, please.
I don't need Oh, sorry.
May I have it, please? Right. Thank you. Okay, now look at me, please. So here you have the words. Use them as prompt words to remember what we did in our demo lesson, and here the training session. Let's do the first one together. Chorus. Start your answer, please. This was when. This was when we and remember the beginning of the lesson. Was it a good conversation? So, is this correct, Karina?
It's correct.
Very good. So what do? You put a tick. Students A, do you understand? You put a tick if the answer is correct. Wonderful. Go ahead in your group.
Okay. This was when we showed them
full sentences. Yes. Okay. Yes. 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 It's correct. We're speaking about lesson, not about teacher training.
Yeah, both. And lesson,
both.
yeah, and
Sure. Okay, just this.
This was when we worked out the first one in the conversation. We have to think about conversation beginning. This phrase, this phrase, this phrase. So these stages, and then we put the phrase and when we techniques, yes? Ah, yes. Which was a lot of time for regrouping.
It was beginning and then when we discussed
This was when we walked out. Finished conversation. The teacher divided the conversation and then asked 3 more students to join in. Ah, it's when Nadia comes to our group from there.
Yes, right.
Back. When we choose one person from the group, we go into speak.
Well, remember regrouping, you can do it different ways. A, B, C, and then ask A's get together, B's get together, C's get together. And exchange ideas, add more ideas to the discussion.
Yes, this was when the teacher found the sheet of the paper. I see a lot of time.
What answers?
Basically, some students have the answer. Now we are doing this. I'm having the answer. I'm very clever this time. When I have the answer.
The number of people who will start with
Finish.
Yeah. They continue to work then
So,
plus and
is
then
everything correct?
3 and then 5.
Okay, so which one was the most memorable?
Good job. I think what was memorable for you?
So I guess
Sorry, but we often use it, I think.
Not very often.
Regrouping not just 2, 3, but regrouping like A, B, C, then you ask A's get together, B's get together, C's get together, and exchange ideas. So it's about adding up more ideas to the discussion. Okay, right. So, students A, have you all got them right? Okay, what was the most memorable technique? What was the most memorable? Have a look, please.
I really like the last one.
What was it? Answer key student.
Because I feel very clever.
Okay. You like answer? The answer key student? Okay. Yeah, so which was the most memorable, ladies?
Yes, they will.
The most
and especially
memorable.
the person
Regrouping
who
period
replies
discussions
who are
like
very
everything
quiet.
with parchments.
You can give
Yeah.
them to them.
Exactly, right. You know, the pyramid discussion is a very good thing. You can actually create the pyramid. So you say, student, each of you individually think about this. Okay? Then you say, now 2, 2, 2. Okay, good. Now 3, 3, 3. Okay? Now 4, 4, 4. How many times do they repeat? A lot. How much time do they have to speak? That's right. How many ideas will they gather? Different ideas, because you add more people. And this is good for your situation when a couple of teenage students don't feel like speaking. So they will feel more confident when there are 2 students, 3, then 4. Okay? So, okay, well, this is it, wonderful. Now keep all these techniques. And finally, closing lessons interaction. Well, right now, look back at the whole session, demo lesson and training session. What was the most useful thing today for you? Think, please. The most useful thing. Yeah? So now start your sentence with, the most useful thing for me today was. So, Karina.
The most useful thing for me today was the information exchange about encouraging white learners to speak.
Okay, thank you. Natalie?
Yes, I agree with Karine, and also I will try this different patterns work, like not only pairs or teams, but to change them during the lesson every time at the same task, in the same task.
The same, within
Don't
the same
change the
task.
yes,
Exactly.
within the same task.
Yes, that's a good thing. Okay, Alona.
Yeah, the same. So some tips about encouraging white students to speak.
Excellent. Now, think back. Okay. Which one will you use tomorrow? Natalie.
I think I will try to make my to change the instruction on the lesson. Yes, the way I give the instruction.
Yeah, please don't say, would you mind?
No, I don't
Could
say
you
would you mind, but
please?
instruction were a little bit long.
Short, very short, and imperatives. Okay?
I'll try to use the dice. For sure, I will use Lucky Dip.
Excellent, thank you.
Tokens.
Me too.
Yeah, me together all the three.
I'll try to speak less.
Excellent. Do you remember me doing all this?
Yes.
Why did I do all these things like a clown?
Talking time. Yes, I'm scrolling through this now. To control the teaching talking time. To minimize it.
Yeah. Don't echo your students, right? That's the problem of everybody. Everybody, really. Okay. Well, here, one more technique. Think, please, one thing that we did today. Okay? One thing that we did today. Okay? Now, who is missing today? Who's missing? Anton. Okay. Now, we are recording a message to an absent student. What we did today. One sentence, please.
Shall I start, please?
Okay. Go. One thing.
Today we had a wonderful demo lesson with Anastasia as a teacher.
Yes, and we learned a lot of techniques how to encourage students to speak a lot. There were a lot of group work.
With goals, a lot of new activities for the lessons.
For example, we can use a dice to make them talk.
We had a lot of visual support today.
And we learned a little how to do a small talk.
We found out about the ideas how to check the answers.
We just had nice time together.
You miss so much, I can't put it into words.
Can you send it to me, please?
Okay, what other ideas do you have? When, for example, the whole group is here. Who can we?
To you, not you next week. Okay, and here I have some more sentence starters for your students to close the lesson interactively. So you finish the lesson, and at the same time you review the material and let them speak. So have a look at them, please. Very quickly look through them all and choose the one which you prefer. which you prefer?
I usually use the fifth one.
Fifth?
Yeah, next lesson I hope next lesson we're going to. So I'll try to,
But not you.
Not you.
They
What
say
they
it.
should.
this
The
is
most
what I do.
interesting thing.
Let them. We are talking about facilitating their speech, right?
Maybe the most interesting thing
The most
is not.
The most
The
And sometimes
most
the most
interesting.
difficult
The
it
most
works.
Okay,
The most
good.
difficult thing.
Yeah. What
Today.
else? What
I'm
else?
sure
It's
also
not so
that
pleasant.
this is
Excellent.
like,
Shh. Karina,
this is like
please.
a trigger for the teacher. I'm sure I'll forget. Oh, next time I need to revise it.
Yeah, and why do you think this sentence starter will be remembered? Why? It's the most memorable.
It's fun.
Of course, and because it's funny, they will memorize it. And this is not, they will not forget it. They will really not forget it. Okay? Right. Okay, one more, and we'll finish the lesson. What is it? One more.
I need to spend some time revising, it's too boring.
Okay, you have a whole list of options. You choose one.
Have a good day.
Have a good day. Okay. Yeah, what is it?
The bit of today's lesson that really bored me.
The bored me. Yes, the one which bored me.
Youngsters maybe.
Yeah.
The more
Okay, well this is it. So let's have a look here. Today we had a demo lesson, right, with all the techniques that we have covered afterwards. Okay, so how to encourage your students to speak, encouraging quieter students to speak, task and feedback, and closing your lessons. And this is it for today. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I'm sure I'll forget.
Okay. И, пожалуйста, не забывайте check your instructions, demo your instructions, and pair walk before group check. Pair check before group check.
А мы так положили, получилось.
Да.
Минут на 4
Да.
минут